Hi YouTube, it's Janelli here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about how I have been blogging for Intuit for about a year now. Now, just to be clear, this video and this channel are not sponsored by Intuit, but I do blog for them about 3 times a month. And this month right here, like March 2020, makes about 1 year because I started blogging for them in about March 2019. When I blog for Intuit, I think it's a really good opportunity for younger people to really start to learn some of the basics about topics that have to do with them. So a lot of these topics are focused on millennial issues that people that are dealing with things in their 20s and 30s will want to go and find information about it, but in a way that kind of just like it keeps it real, keeps it fresh, and it doesn't necessarily make it complicated or really boring to read through. So every single blog post has a blog post that I type out, which is, a couple of paragraphs long with a lot of details and information for you. Also, if there's any helpful links and things that I'll put in there for you as well. But also at the very top of every blog post, there is a video that I make, which is short and sweet, that summarizes what you need to know from that blog post. So as a sort of 1 year anniversary to me as a blogger with Intuit, I decided to put this video together just to share with you guys the topic that I first blogged about ever back in March 2019 with Intuit's blog, which is called Turbo Blog. And at that time, I posted about the difference and the importance of understanding the difference between being an authorized user on somebody's credit card and being a joint account holder. So a lot of people actually have never heard of joint credit cards. And this is a very big thing, and it's a big deal, which is why it's really important for you to understand the difference, because it is very, very, very different from all the other types of, shared credit card types out there. So usually when people talk about shared credit cards, there's really 3 main types that they're talking about. And the first one is authorized user, which is the most common way. Now, this is definitely good. I mean, it's helpful and easy for somebody who doesn't have any credit or has kind of like fair or bad credit to improve their credit. So for example, if you are married and your partner does not have good credit, you have excellent credit, you could decide to add your partner as an authorized user on your credit card. And what that would do is help your authorized user or your partner's credit, because it would add all the years or months or whatever, payment history and record of making payments and using that credit card would go and be transferred now onto the authorized user, so your partner's credit. And that will come up on their credit report, and it will impact their credit score, which will help boost their score. And that's a great thing. But what you gotta know though is that your partner, the authorized user, is not ultimately responsible at all for the debt that is incurred using that credit card. So if your partner, if the authorized user takes that credit card and goes on a shopping spree and then they disappear off the face of the earth and you don't hear from them again, that's on you. You are responsible for the shopping spree. You're responsible for whatever debt is on that credit card. So you want to make sure you only authorize somebody to be an authorized user on your credit cards if you are 100% willing and able to pay any debt that person is not able to or ends up not paying. The second way that a lot of people have shared credit cards out there is by having a co-signer. So what that means is you're struggling to get some credit. You cannot get approved for a credit card. You've applied a couple of times. Maybe your credit score is really hurting. And so you have somebody else be a co-signer on your application for credit. And what that means is that you guys are both responsible for the debt. And so it's not like it's one person or the other. It really is both of you. But the thing is that the co-signer is a little bit less responsible on a day-to-day basis, because the person who is, being co-signed for on the loan, the person who really applied and then asked for a co-signer, that person is going to be the one who's really responsible for using the credit card. The co-signer might not actually even have full access to the account or anything like that, because it's not their account. I mean, they're just co-signing on it. But that being said, they are 100% responsible equally for any of the debt that that the person who they co-sign for puts on that credit card. So that's another way, and it's kind of like exactly the same thing as having a joint credit card, except that the co-signer probably has a little bit less access. So that's the big thing to know in terms of the big difference between that and joint credit cards. Now, the last one here is being a joint credit card account holder with somebody else, which means that you are both equally on that credit card. Now, a lot of people tend to think that this is a 50-50 thing, but it's not a 50-50 thing. This is actually 100%, 100%. That means everything that is charged on that credit card, everything that you do with that credit card from the moment that you open it is 100% both people's responsibility. So both of the joint account holders are responsible, which means that all of the payments, all of the activity is reported to both people's credit scores, both people's credit report every single month. And if anything happens, you are both 100% legally responsible for the debt. And so this is probably the best way to enter into a shared credit card agreement with somebody that you want to share a credit card with, because it means that person is 100% responsible and you are 100% responsible. So it's a lot better than adding adding your boyfriend, girlfriend, or spouse as an authorized user, because that person could just be off the hook if they, spend out of control and they're not responsible with their spending, versus with a joint credit card, you're both equally responsible. That being said, it is a lot harder to find a joint credit card opportunity out there. Like, these offers are a lot less popular. They're not as available as having an authorized user or a co-signer. So those are a lot more popular as an option. But if you can find yourself a joint credit card option, that is going to be the best in terms of having equal liability, equal responsibility as your partner. And I think with any relationship and any partnership, both people should be 100% in, 100% responsible, 100% willing to, take on the responsibility and the debt, especially when it comes to money, because, a one-sided relationship financially really is not a good thing for anybody in any type of relationship. You want to make sure that the person that you're dealing with is equally, responsible, willing to kind of go in as much as you, and not thinking to themselves, oh, but I'm just the authorized user, so it's not that really big of a deal, because legally, he's responsible, or legally she's responsible, not me, so I can kind of be off the hook a little bit. You don't want anybody to kind of use or abuse you in that way financially. So it's much better for you guys both to be 100% responsible, which is only the case with, co-signed credit card or with a joint credit card. So now that you know the difference, hopefully this is helpful in you making a decision if you ever want to do any of these options for having a shared credit card, that you know which one is best for you, and that you know kind of which ones are more popular and available out there. If you have never checked out my Turbo blog posts, I'm going to link below in the description box all of the different posts that I have had posted on the Intuit Turbo blog to date. And that's just basically under my name. So if you go to the authors who all post blogs for Intuit Turbo blog, you'll see Janely Espinal, which is my first and last name, my whole government. And if you click on me, you'll see all of my different posts there. And so hopefully you can kind of look through those and see which ones are helpful for you. Definitely comment on them if you like them, share them, because these are definitely, blog posts that I have devoted a lot of time to, making sure that they are helpful, that they're clear, and hopefully that they're informative and, engaging, so that people out there who find these blog posts can learn as much as possible. So I'm just trying to expand the way that I share information, here are my videos, of course, on MissBeHelpful on YouTube, but also as well in written form for people that like to follow blogs. And there's a lot of other really cool financial bloggers on Turbo blog as well. It is not just me. So check them out as well and go support the blog, because I think that the information on there is really awesome, is really great. And what they're trying to do in helping young people to get on top of their money is awesome. I mean, everybody could use a little bit of nudging when it comes to money, but especially young people, because we have a lot more time ahead of us to get our stuff together and kind of take advantage of the time that we have ahead of us. If you guys did not know, I am on social media. So go to Instagram, go to Twitter, go to Facebook, follow me, add me, share my posts, and comment, and kind of, message me, just reach out to me, because I notice a lot of people think that I'm just here on YouTube, but I really do take time to kind of respond to people on other social media platforms as well. So do not be shy when it comes to following me, adding me, hitting me up, DMing me, all that good stuff. And then I also have an email address, so you can reach out to me directly with questions or topics that you would like to see here on my channel. And that is missbehelpful@gmail.com. I also have a Google Voice number, so if you have a question that you want to record on my voicemail, and then I'll listen to it, and I'll post a video response here on my channel. So that is the number on the screen right now, which is my Google Voice. You can do that as well. And then, last but not least, if you have not subscribed to this channel right here, MissBeHelpful, hit that subscribe button, because I post videos every single week, and I hope these videos are just basically a way to break down things that seem complicated related to money. So anything in personal finance, like investing, saving, budgeting, all of these different things that people can tend to be a little confused about or be frustrated about, my videos are hopefully here to clear things up, help to motivate you and inspire you, to help you see that, hey, if I can do it, anybody can do it, because I'm just a regular chick and I figured it out, so you can figure it out too. So that's pretty much what I have for you guys. Hopefully this video was helpful. Until next time, peace.